The Three Little Rabbits by I Can See It at Night. Once upon a time there were 3 little rabbits. They were all brothers and they lived happily together in a burrow. They would spend their days frolicking in the meadow and munching on leaves and lying out in the warm sun. One day a witch came along to their meadow and spoke to the first rabbit. "Little rabbit," she cooed in the voice spoken by an old house as an intruder tiptoes through. "Come with me, and I will fill you with spider eggs, and they will hatch and devour you." "I will never go with you," replied the rabbit. But the next evening he went out into the night to watch the stars, and the witch snatched him up and filled him with spider eggs. And as the spiders hatched, he could feel them moving beneath his skin and filling him up until they poured out of his mouth and eyes and ears and ate the little rabbit up. The next week, the witch returned to the meadow and spoke to the second rabbit. "Little rabbit," she screeched in the voice spoken by a cat as the boot of a vicious child cracks its ribs. "Come with me, and I will pluck out your eyes and make them into a T, so that you will see both the past and the future without knowing which is which." "I will never go with you," replied the rabbit. He climbed the tallest tree in a nearby copse, but the witch chopped the tree down and plucked out the rabbit's eyes to make a T. Then she fed the tea to the rabbit, and he screamed and screamed and threw himself into the creek to end the maddening visions. The third week, the witch again returned to the meadow and spoke to the third rabbit. "Little rabbit," she sang in the voice of a dying woman who has just realized that her soul is damned. "Come with me, and I will plant an apple seed in you and bury you alive, and anyone who eats the fruit of the tree will understand the horror you suffer at its roots." "I will never go with you," replied the rabbit. He sealed off the entrance of the burrow, but didn't know that the witch had already planted the seed in him, and soon an apple tree sprouted in the meadow. And to this day parents warn their children not to eat from it. But some do, and now they lie under the earth in the tree's shade. So, child, know that the witch will come for you too, and she will cut out your tongue and lay it on a silver platter before you, and it will whisper all your most terrible fears to you, and there is nothing you can do to escape her.